Hello, it's Charles Fockaert, November the 12th, 2018. Thank you for supporting this channel. I'm in the parking lot in Parker, Arizona. I don't want to give my exact location because things are getting, um, what's the word? There's so much going on in this country now, and people are being attacked, and I'm pretty outspoken in my views, and I don't want some police, law enforcement, or anyone else. Anyway, I won't go into that too much further because maybe I don't have a large enough audience yet. I did notice they threw Tucker Carlson, Fox News, threw Tucker Carlson under the bus. So maybe now he'll get his head out of his posterior and start talking about race because that's what this is all about. This is about race. And this video is on. I am sick and tired of watching videos of these people that are called, he's a legend. He's so smart. He did this and he does that and wow, he's been in the market for 50 years and yet you go back 4 or 5 years ago and he said something and it didn't come true. He was wrong. But it seems like people can just ignore the fact that about 99% of the people out there that are a legend or a guru or an expert, they really don't know what the hell they're talking about when it gets right down to it. I'll give you an example. There's a guy that's interviewed on a very well-known channel, and I'm not going to name names, and I'm not going to go there, but this guy, you'll know who it is if you watch the channel. He thinks he's a prophet. He's a prophet, and he thinks he's got it figured out about Trump. And you know why I know he doesn't know he is talking about? He doesn't even know God's name. He's a prophet, supposed to have a connection with God, and God's telling him stuff that he's not telling anybody else, and yet he doesn't even know the name of God. First thing that Moses asked God there in Exodus, go check it out for yourself. I mean, this guy doesn't know his Bible from a hole in the wall. Uh, what is your name? So you can cross this guy off your list. I don't even watch hardly anybody anymore because the main reason I don't watch anybody anymore is because they don't talk about the important stuff. The white race is under attack, and they still want to talk about where the price of silver is going to go, or the price of gold, or the stock market, or the deep state, or the how much gold J.P. Morgan has, not gold but silver, and they talk about things, they talk about events, they talk about topics that are second and third tier. They're afraid to talk about, or they don't know, which is even worse. If they're the guru and they're the legend. See, I can say it without legend. If they're legend in their own time and they're experts, don't they know who's behind all these problems? Don't they know what tribe George Soros is from? Don't they know that Hillary Rodham is of the same tribe, and that's why George Soros supports her, that bitch? Don't they know who controls the Federal Reserve System? Don't they know which tribe controls Hollywood? Don't they know which tribe controls Talmud Vision? Don't they know the four prominent individuals of the same tribe that pushed the 1965 Immigration Act through? Don't they know that the same tribe is allowing or pushing or and promoting and causing they're providing the funds, George Soros providing the funds for those who come from Africa and the Middle East that are now invading Europe? Don't they know who's supporting that caravan they're calling it down there in Mexico? Central Americans and the non-whites from all over the world. Don't they know who's supporting those people? If they don't know, then they're not really experts, are they? And like I said many times in this channel, you can be very good at your professional, your trade or your field, but you can be stupid in other matters where it counts. And that's what we have now. They're either stupid and they don't know who controls everything. They don't know who's behind everything. They don't know who the enemy of the white race is. They don't know Genesis 3:15. They don't have a proper interpretation of Genesis 3:15. Or they don't want to go there because they're afraid they're going to lose money. They're afraid they're going to lose their viewers. They're afraid they're going to lose their subscribers. They're afraid their money. And this is what it comes down. The love of money is the root of all evil. And these people are afraid to lose their money. Well, guess what? I already lost all my money. And a lot of you people that are afraid or are stupid, and I'm not the only one calling the American people stupid. Paul Craig Roberts came out and said America is doomed. In my opinion, for the most part, with few exceptions, he said the American people are too stupid to continue to exist. They're too stupid to continue to exist. You know what? I didn't come to agree with Paul Craig Roberts. I used to read Paul Craig Roberts back in the 80s on the Conservative Chronicle. I've been in this, quote, movement since the 80s. We taught our children homeschool. I have evidence I can show you where I was a columnist, weekly columnist in Humboldt County, California, and my letters to the editor, that was the internet of that day. The letters to the editor oftentimes got the letter of the week. My letter was right there on the Sunday paper, and all those liberals in Humboldt County, the judges and all the rest of them, they all read my letter, and it must have really upset them because when they got me into their judicial system, they let me know how unhappy they were, and they had their way with me and my family's wealth, and they're going to do if you allow them to. See, a lot of you people that are making a lot of money and you're not supporting those of us who are standing on the top rung of the ladder of truth, who are not afraid to tell the whole truth. We're not afraid to name the names. We know who's who in the zoo, and we're not afraid to speak our mind and tell the whole truth. And a lot of you people think you're going to be able to get through this because you own silver and you own gold, and when this is all done, you know what? You might get killed. the way things are going, our enemy wants to kill us all, and they did it in Russia. They did it in Ukraine. They went after the Germans in World War I and II. Go back, if you don't already know, go back and find out why the United States entered World War I. And we were able to defeat Germany, even though they had already offered, hey, let's just quit the war several years earlier. I don't want to get into that, but a lot of you people don't understand your history. Most people don't have a clue as to the truth of Adolf Hitler and what he was trying to do there in Germany in the 1930s and 1940s. The same thing is coming to the United States. Our enemy wants to kill us. Already happening in South Africa. Already happening. Matt Hale and Gordon Call and Waco and Ruby Ridge and Edgar Steele. And I'm aware of all. This is what woke me up years and years back in the 80s and 90s. I'm not a newbie here, folks. I'm in my mid-60s, and I've been trying to get the word out my entire life. And where is the George Soros of the truth movement? Why is it that we've got to scrimp and save and reduce our income, or reduce our living to the very minimum so that we can not be afraid and we can get the truth out? Where is the George Soros of the truth movement, and where is he putting, or where are they putting their wealth to fight the fight that we're in? The house is on fire, and you think you're going to be able to get through it. You think your wealth, your possessions, look at those people in Southern California, man. That fire came, burned everything up. It's gone. That's what's going to happen to you. It's already happened to me, and it happened to me so that I can warn you what's going to happen to you. The stock market's going to crash. Fiat currency is going to go to zero. And a lot of you people think you're going to be able to get through to the other side. They're going to kill you. If they get a chance, they're going to outright put a bullet in the back of your head. I know that might happen to me, and I'm preparing myself for it because that's exactly what might happen to me. And guess what? It might happen to you, even though you keep your mouth shut now, even though you keep your head down below the radar because you don't want to draw attention to yourself. But you're going to get it anyway, especially you Judeo-Christians. John Hagee, and Pat Robinson, and the 700 Club. I got to end it here. Charles, you're angry, and you know what? You're going to be angry too, but it's going to be too late. Time you get angry. May the grace of God, our Father, the God, His name is Yahweh. You prophet of God, doesn't even know God's name, and he's a Judeo-Christian. May the God of our Father, Jacob Israel, and the 12 tribes of Israel, may His grace be upon us all. We most certainly need it. See ya.